Ladies and gentlemen, Bears fans, thank you for joining me on the Book of Me. Last day of mandatory mini camps. Exciting stuff today, right? A lot of news coming out from our Bears reporters. They are the best, so I thank them all for their service. Um, we've got some news from Eberflus was up there on the podium first. If you stick around towards the end of the video, I've got another FLUS-ism. I'm starting to think this is going to be a normal thing. I'm going to purposely watch his press conferences and listen for FLUS-isms. So let's do it. We'll get it going. We're going to make that a thing. Yeah, so Flus takes the stage first, and I have to say, I know I am beating a dead horse when I say this over and over again, but the guy is just emanating confidence. He's talking in ways that we've never seen him talk before. He's shushing reporters who are a little overzealous to get a question in. He's like, I'm still talking. Okay? I'm still talking. When I'm done, you can ask your question. He's got command of the room in the media room there. That's how you know the guy is really just oozing confidence. And I have to say, I'm here for it. I am still here for it. I'm really liking it a lot. So he's had a lot to say about the team and their progression. You know, Caleb and the young guys are still working and learning the process, and they're all really starting to gel. Really sounds like today Caleb, threw a couple touchdowns to Rome, threw one to DJ. You know what I mean? Like, all right, let's get it. Let's get it. He also announced that we're going to have a joint practice with the Cincinnati Bengals for one day. Sounds like we're hosting. So good to have Cincinnati in town and go up against another team for a day. But, you know, it's work with another team. Nonetheless, I'll take it. Every little bit of progress to help us move forward. I'm all for it. You know, those joint practices are always good. They can get kind of intense, and that's always good as well. He says that Caleb's adjusting to the NFL speed a little bit, especially he's working up against our defense. I can't help but think that is just so good for him because, as I've repeated myself ad nauseum, our back seven is nasty. Super nasty. So to have Caleb go up against those guys and they're chirping and they're barking and they're flying around and like a bunch of ball hawks, and that he's hitting guys, he's dotting people up. I mean, that's one of the other things that he said that he really liked about Caleb's progress is that, you know, he's running through his progressions. And as he's running through his progressions, he's dotting people up. Dot, dot, dot. So, man, am I jealous? I really wish I could be in Chicago's media and be there to see this. But, you know, as I make my rounds around the YouTube community, I'll check out everybody and see what they had to say. We have very good reporters who do a very good job. What else have I got here? Let's see. Ooh, one of my favorite young players on that back seven of the defense, Brisker, was up there. Brisker looking good. Also kind of looking a little confident himself, but you know, when you're on that squad, shoot, I would be too. I would be too if I was Brisker. Man, the kid's a dog. He really plays the game physical. I'm also interested in this whole thing that him and Kevin Byard had said about them, like kind of switching and reversing roles from time to time at the safety position. One will take strong, one will take free, and then they'll swap back and forth. I really wonder about doing those combinations. Can you really trick an opposing team's quarterback, not really knowing? You know, you look at Brisker and you're thinking, oh, he's a box safety. He's going to come up. Or is he? Maybe Byard's going to come in and Brisker's going to drop back and take the middle of the field. Who knows? You don't know. But again, I'm really excited. I'm trying not to get my hopes too high because I am a Bears fan at the end of the day. But I have to really say that I'm really impressed. This is really turning into this really looks like we might be turning a corner. So I am like super excited. I'm here for it. Again, I can't wait to watch some of the coverage of the Bears I had to work late today, so I didn't have time to watch them before taping tonight. But I will, and then I'll be able to bring some more talking points, and I do like to bring a tidbit of jokes in my stuff. You know what I mean? So, um, wow. What else do I have to say? Caleb Williams today on his press conference. It was good to see the young man finally get back to the podium again. You're always excited to get to know him, and the press conferences is how we do that until the next 1920 football drive comes out and or Hard Knocks. I wonder if them filming Hard Knocks is going to make the Bears say, well, we don't need, what do we need to do a 1920 football drive for? We got HBO all up our ass. So either way, I'm excited to get to know Caleb, the person, a little bit more by the cameras following him around. It's always good to get him on the podium. He didn't say anything too, hyperbolic while he was at the podium today. Basically, just kept reiterating he was working his tail off.
There, working my tail off.
Working his tail off, which, is good. We want to hear that. He's a humble kid. I got to say that. He's a really humble kid, and you got to like that. You have to love humility in somebody who's so high up on a pedestal as to be the number one overall pick in the draft, quarterback, all the accolades that he's been getting, the comparisons, and TTNL saying that, this is probably the best draft prospect that Draft Dr. Phil's ever seen. I respect those guys' opinions on things. They're pretty well learned in the game of football. They study tape. I don't study tape. I leave that to the experts. So they're actually part and parcel to why I've gotten excited over Caleb Williams. So thank you, Phil and Shane. Love you guys. All right. Let me get to the FLUS-ism before we get out of here. FLUS was asked about the defense chirping and their high intensity and their beastly attitudes. And he spoke on it a little bit and had said, he likes the confidence. He likes the words. He likes it. But he also said this.
It's in the doing. It's not in the talking about it.
And you got to love that. You got to love it. You got to put it on wax. All that chirping and all that jaw jacking is all fine and dandy. Put it on the field. Make it happen on the grass. And they will. They totally will. They were doing it at the back half of the season. We got all kinds of turnovers. The guys were flying around and communicating. And I'm super excited because I really believe that I think they're going to hit week 1 in stride. And barring any health concerns, they will excel all 17 games. Brisker did bring it up too, that their health was a big thing, because he even said it, which again, I love the kid. If one of them is hurt and not on the field, the defense just isn't quite the same. So they all really got to stay healthy, and I'm with them on that. Well, yeah, I think that's about it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and hit the like and subscribe. Let's grow this channel. I really want to start hanging out with the big dogs, and I can't do it without your help. So thank you so much. Leave comments in the comment section. Again, I will talk about whatever you want to talk about, and anytime you guys want to come on, we could do that. We can make that happen. So thank you so much, man. You guys have a good night. Thank you. Peace.